All right. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Beanstalk Hour. We are very happy to have you here. Sorry for this little delay. If you are around, please manifest yourself, send us a little text. We're super excited to be back for a September series after a little month of a break for the month of August. But we are back with the Beanstalk Hour, our biweekly art story time with a new artist this time that I'm very excited to present you. Let me see, if you around, don't hesitate. The Brooklyn Library is here. Yes. All right. Fantastic. So a little presentation of who we are. So Broken Beanstalk is a company who has been offering art and language programs for children for over a decade. And since the beginning of the pandemic, we've been offering art story time online to make sure everybody can follow and have a great time together, staying connected. And I've been calling a lot of artists that have been working with us over the years, artists who've been teaching artists with us and extending the invitation to artists beyond borders as well, from different countries and from different art forms. So we've been having some mimes, some visual artists, some journalists, some puppeteers, to participate to the Beanstalk Hour and either read a classical story or interpret it through the art form or bring an original story. And today I'm very excited because Nicole Spencer, who is next to me virtually, but not so far in space, Nicole is also a Brooklyn-based artist, accepted the challenge of bringing her own story to the Beanstalk Hour and to share it with you. And it's a big premiere. This is her first story to share with you. It's really fresh from literally a moment ago, and she's gonna share with you. She's gonna share Wildflower, and I'm gonna disappear from your screen and let her introduce the story by herself to you. If you do have any question or anything you want to share, please text us, manifest yourself. We'll share a little bit more about our program at the end. But for the moment, I'm going to disappear and pass it to Nicole right here. Enjoy.
Hi guys, I'm Nicole Spencer and I'm from Brooklyn and I like to draw and I'm in school and Stephanie asked me to come up with a story, so I thought why not give it a try, something for kids, and it was pretty fun to do this and a lot of work. So now without further ado, I'm going to share my screen and show you guys the story. 1 second, here, and so the title is Wildflower, and the main character's name is Wildflower. So this is where I grew up, in a town by the beach. It was so colorful over there, and I really enjoyed being with my family. I had a little black cat, and we had bees and butterflies, and the sun above was so nice and warm. I felt so comfy and loved and accepted. My favorite place to go was the beach with my family. My dad was a sunflower, and my mom a rose. I'm a wildflower, and I love to swim while my parents hang out with me on the sand. I even had a friend named Tulip on the beach, and we would talk together. What do we want to do with our life? What do we want to do today? What do we want to play? Do we want to go in the water? So we did go to the water. We went with other friends and families into the ocean, and we just felt the love from the sun. The sun's rays are here to warm all of us and show us that we're loved by the world, just the way that we are. Special, different, same. Everybody's loved by the sun above. Now, my mom and my dad, they told me, "Oh no, we have a change for you." And I said, "What is it?" "Well, I'm going to send you guys and you and your friends to school." And I got really scared and I got worried. What would it be like? But my mom and my dad, they warned me, don't worry about what anybody thinks. Just be yourself and we're going to be okay. School and your future and your job, they're going to be there to help you grow and you're going to make us so proud. But still, do what your teacher says. But don't worry too much. So this was the new city I had to go. This is Big Lawn City. So Big Lawn City is owned by Big Lawn Corporation, and there's a Big Lawn School. Basically, Big Lawn is a big company and it owns the city. What they want is that everybody's like a lawn. Instead of like a free garden, we all have to be the same. But they still do have the best school in the whole city. So I went there because my mom and my dad want a good future for me. So I got to class and I was pretty different. My teacher told me I must prune my hair. All the kids looked at me and I got kind of scared. What was I doing here? I'm so different. Oh no. I felt very, very, very singled out. They said, over here on the left, they said, no flowers. You must have straight human hair. But what could be wrong with something natural? If my mom and my dad, they made me out of love, then I must be good. Nothing made out of love is bad. But the kids didn't think so. So they took all my flowers away. They picked them out of my hair. They bullied me every day and I was so sad. I felt so lonely and I had no friends. So I went to the pruning salon, right? I went there and they changed my hair and they wanted me to fit in. They want to change me. They do this to anybody who comes into the town and looks like a flower so that you can be professional, they say. So basically, I went back to school. I got a diploma. I got a job. I looked like this over here for basically 10 years. And I didn't really like it that much, but I had to fit in and look like everybody else so that nobody would get distracted and they'd be able to work. So over here you see my boss, he's very mean. And then one day I was late getting ready. So I forgot my umbrella. I went to work and there was a big thunderstorm. Oh no, what's gonna happen when the rain hits my hair? I went back to normal and I started to look natural again. But at least I made it on time. That's what counts, so I can do my job. Everyone at my job was pretty shocked. And I got fired by my boss. He said, it's not okay to come in unprofessional. You must be pruned. Your flowers, they must be straightened, or else we cannot focus. It's a distraction. So what did I do? Well, I went to court and I saw the judge. And the judge, he was really scary. He looked very professional and he looked like he had so much power. I didn't think I was going to win at all. But then he slammed the gavel and I knew he was going to make a decision. I looked at the judge and he started to cry a little bit. I wondered why he would be sad. He had so much power and he was about to make a decision that would change my life. Well, he took off his wig, his fancy judge wig, and I found out he had flowers underneath too. And he was just happy to finally show somebody that was just like him, who he really is. So he made a decision to end the Big Lawn Corporation, and then everybody no longer had to change their flowers into straight human hair. Everyone could be the way they were meant to be, the way they were born, and no type of hairstyle would be distracting. It would never be unprofessional, and we could all be just like anybody we wanted to be, despite whatever differences came from nature. So what did I do? I became a lifeguard, and I went back to the beach. Just kidding. It's your turn to figure out what happens afterwards. You close your eyes and imagine a world where everybody has different flowers for their head. Now, what you can do is take out a piece of paper and your favorite markers, crayons, or colored pencils, and you can draw a world where everybody's different and everybody gets to be who they really are. Thank you guys very much for my story. I totally did not run out of time to draw the ending. It was completely meant to be that way. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let me stop. Thank you so much for having me on, Stephanie. And
Yeah, absolutely, my friend. Absolutely. That was quite a delightful story. Thank you. And I saw some comments. Oh, yes. I think that everybody like pretty can relate to that world where we can all accept our differences and be happy to be ourselves without fitting in like a one way of being and managing. Thank you. Like, what did you think of this wonderful like artist like and energy and enthusiasm? Let me see. Feel free to share your comments. Um, oh yes, absolutely. Draw a world where everybody is exactly who they want to be and who they are. That's the world we definitely want. Thank you, BLP, to share that comment with us. Absolutely. And for if we do have like some children with us, like Nicole, would you like to share what inspired you this story with us for our young audience or the people that are watching us?
well, a couple of things I think inspired me. One is like obviously like accepting my own hair naturally, because when like I'd watch like movies or TV shows and I see all the business people, none of them really looked like me in any way. And then also once I was in school and the teacher told me my hair was a distraction. So that kind of made me feel like, what? Like I was born with my hair like this. Like how is that a distraction? But I think that's kind of part of the culture that we're in, but that can change, and I hope that it changes, and I think it is changing. And I would like to be somebody that tells other kids, like whether they're girls or boys, like the way your body is not unprofessional or professional. It's basically just who you are. That's, well, the inside's who you are, but that's how you came out. And nobody has the right to tell you that the child that came from your mom and dad is professional or not. So, and to accept yourself, and I mean, we make compromises sometimes in different situations, but I think the best thing to do is to really think about what messages that we give to people, like, and whether they're harmful or loving. And yeah, so thank you for letting me share. Um, hopefully I can make more. Maybe I'll make a little picture book out of it. So thank you.
Absolutely. Yes. That is such a great inspiration. Thank you, Nicole. And I think like more, yes, like
Thanks for having me.
finding our own resources and like the strengths inside ourselves to really create like what you want to create, to give a voice to what you want to be. That is definitely a strong message that you're passing on. Stay inspired, enthusiastic. And so, like, Nicole, do you want to share like what you like, what is driving you like into using like drawing? It seems like the art form of drawing is like something that you've been uh, uh, investing a lot,
Well,
right?
well, one of the funnest things about drawing is coming up with an idea in your head and then like suddenly like it's outside of your head. Like when you draw, you show everybody what's going on because it's just beautiful to be able to imagine things. It's a wonderful ability that people have, and it's nice to put it out into the world, put what's from your imagination outside to the world. It feels really good to do that, and it feels like celebrating having an imagination.
Fantastic, absolutely, and we can totally relate to that and feel all the energy that you have like to share with all of us. I see like a lot of like warm and supportive like comments from the Brooklyn Public Library. They really want you to make this book. We all want you to make this book. That is definitely the next. We want to see this book coming out of you now. Like, yes, absolutely. Um, Totally. That's such a great inspiration. Thank you. Yes. So I couldn't thank you more. Like this has been like also like a collaboration like of over the last week, and you've been like working on like how to pass on like a story coming out of like your art form that you can see is absolutely delightful. Like you see the really great graphic novel type. Uh, and marker and crayon is like what you've been choosing.
Yeah,
Yep.
I started off like not realistically thinking about the time that I had. So in the beginning, I was like, okay, I'm gonna take my time and put a lot of detail into everything. And then as time passed, I was like, okay, do I want to tell the story or do I want to finish the story in time? So it got more simplified, but I think that's actually pretty great because this is not really my typical style of drawing. And I'm actually like a combination of a perfectionist and a procrastinator.
Mhm.
So this helps me, like, I had to like consolidate both of those
That's right.
character defects. So kids, if you want to do something, don't wait to the last minute. But I had to consolidate that and still try to like do my best drawing. So it helped me like learn different styles that I would never have done before because I would be trying to make everything really realistic. So that was great, and it made me feel like I was a kid again because when you're just drawing, like maybe if you're when you're at home with your markers or your crayons and you just pick up a color and you're like, all right, I'm gonna make this orange, and you just do it and you don't think about it. You don't sit there and plan it out and out and out. So that was really nice to be able to have that experience again. It kind of reminds me why I like to draw in the first place. So
Yes. Right, absolutely. Like channeling like our creativity and put it like in the format of a story, so it can pass it to the others. That's the creative process. That's a wonderful journey. And thank you. I'm so glad like you accepted. I'm so glad like you brought this story, and I can feel like this is very communicative from the comments that you're sharing with us. Thank you so much, everybody, to being here and sharing your comments. So we definitely will be super happy to invite like Nicole to invite you again if you would like. Definitely, we want to keep. Yes,
absolutely.
fantastic. Thank you. And we are like running a little bit out of time. I feel like, so I don't want to overstretch our time. Let me share again with you like the give me a second. This is Nicole. Oops, sorry. Let me share Nicole Spencer here. And you can find her and her work on Instagram at Nicola Art. So please make sure you follow Nicole and to share your comments and follow her. For the coming up months. I hope you're following her. Yes.
And for my Instagram, so there's gonna be a lot more on there. I kind of like picked an account because I don't usually use Instagram, but I'm going to be putting more work onto that account.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So you guys can follow me.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And a quick reminder of the program that we will present this fall. Broken Beanstalk is back outside as well as online. So you can find us in the parks, all your parks of Brooklyn this fall, Prospect, Broad Green and Sunset Park for Circus in the Park. We have some session after school that we hope you would enjoy, with professional circus instructors. And we're gonna juggle and balance and use slackline and stretch and do physical comedy. So join us with Circus in the Park if you were interested. We also have some online and outdoor language classes. We have a fantastic journalist teaching artist who will present the Club des Petits Reporters, which is a bilingual journalist club on Fridays this fall online. And we also have some French in the Park. So again, if you want to be, if you are more an in-person type of learner, we'd be super happy to bring language with you outside and learn directly from the environment. So a last quick word about Broken Beanstalk. This if you want to find more about us, don't hesitate to check our website. You'll find also a lot of our Beanstalk Hour on our YouTube channel. And if you feel inclined to support us, please give us, support us on Venmo at Brooklyn Beanstalk. We definitely enjoy your support. Thank you again. Thank you, Nicole. That was wonderful. Really,
thank you.
A real pleasure to have you sharing this story with us today. And thank you, Bielpi. Thank you, all of you, for following us. And we hope to see you in a couple of weeks on Wednesday at 3 p.m. for the next Beanstalk Hour. Thank you.
Bye, guys.